we spoke about fractions before. Let's talk about decimals and percent now. So, decimal, what is that about? Decimal, D-E-C-I-M-A-L. Now, here, deci means 10, and the decimal number system is what we use in our everyday lives. You see. Now, decimal. If you have a number like 300, it means 3 times 10. 3 times 100. 30 means 3 times 10, and 3 means 3 times 1. So there, it's based on 10 because 10 is 10 squared, 100 is 10 squared. So it's based on powers of 10. The decimal number system is based on base 10. It's a base 10 number system. Now here, a decimal number like 0, no, not 0, 1.25. What does that mean? 1.25. It means 1 plus 0.25. That is what it means. But what is 0.25? Alright. Now, when you use the point, which you call the decimal point, it can show you the size of a number relative to the number 10. So you call it the decimal point. Because if you have 1.25 and then you multiply 1.25 by 10, you get 12.5. It's like you move the decimal point one place to the right. 1.25 times 10 squared is the same as 1.25 times 100, which is 125. Now, here, 125 is what we have here. Now, this means 100 plus 25. Now, here, 0.25 is 0.25 out of 1. The decimal number system, the number as a decimal is written as out of 1. But the 100 we multiply it by here means our 25 is no longer out of 1. It's out of 100. How many 25s are there in 100? Think about it. Think about it carefully. What do you get? There are 4 of them, of course. There are 4 25s in 100. So there is 1 25 in 25 and 4 25 in 100. So 0.25 is the same as a quarter. You see, 0.25 means 0.25 out of 1. And if I want to change up these numbers by multiplying and so on, I see that I could multiply 0.25 by 100. and I get 25. But I must multiply the 1 under here by 100 too, and I get 100. And 25 out of 100 is the same as 1 to 4. So 0.25 is the same as a quarter. So you see that I just converted a decimal to fraction. So you see that decimal to fraction conversion. That is what we did. Nice. Now, if you have a decimal and you want to convert it into fraction, you say the decimal, such as 0.0125, put it over 1. Then you think about which number you can multiply the numerator by, the number by, to get a whole number. You can multiply 0.125 by, think about it now. What can you multiply 0.125 by to make it into a whole number? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. You multiply it by a 1 and 4 zeros, which is 10,000. So 0.0125 times 10,000 over 1 times 10,000. 125 over 10,000 is what you have here. So you see that. That is a fraction, but not in its simplest form. You want it now in its simplest form. Now, 125 over 1,000 over 10,000. You can say divide down without the benefit of a calculator. You could divide the 125 by 5 and you get 25. That will be over 4 into 5 into 10 is 2,000. If you divide by 5 again, 5 into 25 is 5 times. 5 into 24, that's 100. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 48 is 80. So 0.0125 as a decimal is the same as 1 divided by 80 as a fraction. You see that? Yeah. 0.125 is 1 over 80. So, as usual, you take the number, put it over 1, multiply the number in the numerator by 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or some odd powers of 10, as in this case. Now, here, it's a decimal turned into a fraction. Now, we're not going to touch percentage just yet, but the question is, how do you turn the fraction back into the decimal? Remember, what we're doing is converting between fraction and decimal. We just saw how we go from decimal to fraction. Let's see how we go from a fraction to a decimal. And we're going to use these that we used up here before. I was saying 0.25 is the same as a quarter. Suppose you have a quarter and you must convert it to decimal. What do you do? Let's see. Use long division and say you have 4 divided into 1. 4 into 1, you can't put 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Multiply this one down here by 10. You have 10. 4 into 10 is the point. 4 into 10. There are 2 4s in 10. You see, 2 times 4 is 8. And you put the 8 right here. You see that. 10 minus 8 is 2. Then multiply by 20 by 10. Then after that, you remember your long division. 4 into 20 was 5. Put the 5 right here. 4 into 20 is 5. Then 5 by 4 is 20. Add that 20 right here. 5 4s 20. Subtract, you get 0. So that is where you end that part of it. Now, therefore, this is saying 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. You see that? Now, let us try another number. I want to convert a fraction to a decimal. And I have 5 over 11 to convert it to decimal. So, 11 is dividing into 5. 10 into 5, you can't put 0. 0 times 11 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Multiplied by 10. And we have 15. 10 into 50, 11 into 50 is 4. 4 times 11, 44. 50 minus 44 is 6. You see that. Multiply by 10. So that's what you have there. 10, 11 into 60 was 5 times. 5, 11, 55. 60 minus 55 is 5. Multiply by 10 and you will get 50. 11 into 50 goes 4 times. 4 times 11 is 44. 50 minus 44 is 6. Then you multiply the 6 by 10. But wait, notice, it seems you have been repeating yourself. You would be repeating yourself over and over. And this fraction is 0.454 going on. 0.45454, and so on and so forth. You remember the name of this fraction. It is called a recurring fraction. It keeps repeating itself. It reoccurs. Now, to show that the 0.45 continues on and on, one thing you can do is say 0.45, underline over it like that. So you see that. That is a matter of converting fraction to decimal. You see. Now, what is this thing called percent? You see, per, the word per, means out of. You see that? So, cent comes from a Latin word from the olden days, meaning centrum, and the meaning of that was 100. So it's per 100, percent. Alright. So number like 25%. You don't write the PERCENT for this. You say 25 and you have a symbol, this, representing percent, which is the same as a quarter. Alright. So, percent. Example, 25%. If you have a number such as a quarter, you want it in percent. If you want this in percent, what you need to do is convert it to decimal first. Remember what we did? Let's do it again. We're going to do our long division to convert a fraction into a decimal. 4 into 1, you can put 0.0 times 4 is 0, and 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Multiply by 10 and you have your 10. 4 into 10 goes 2 times, and the 2 times 4 is 8. Then 10 minus 8 is 2. 2 into 2 multiply by 10. 4 into 20 was 5 times, then 5 times 4 gives you 20. So 0.25 is what a quarter is equivalent to. Now, how do you change this into percents? Since cent is out of 100 and this is a single number, right? It means that 1 out of 1 is you multiply by 100 and you get 100%. Now this is not 1 out of 1. This is 0.25 out of 1. You do the same thing. Multiply it by 100 and you get 25. So it's 25%. 25%. A quarter is 0.25, which is 25%. Yeah. Now, as we saw before, you have the decimal, you have the fraction. Alright? Now, when it comes to percentage, it's easier than dealing with mostly decimal. Alright? So, there you have that. What you want to do in this case now is a little homework. I want you to convert convert 7 divided by 13 for me as your homework. I want you to convert it to decimal and percent. Convert it to decimal and percent for me. So that is your homework for this video. I will see you